Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 215 of Factorio with Angels and Bob's Mods, where we are working on a farming outpost, and we're trying to just get some seeds to start with. We are lacking the Nexaflax seeds and the mustard potato seeds. Actually, well, we have the plant of the Nexaflax, but not the seed, so we can't really mass farm that. Hopefully we can get some of those seeds from this. We had like 30 swamp gardens going with that. And well, with a 10% chance for Nexaflax seeds and a 5% chance of mustard potato seeds, we have pretty good chances of getting some. But we shall just hunt a couple more of these swamp gardens, just to be sure. I think we had some over here. Yeah, we had some robots collect them. Okay, lots of robots. Nothing else here, let's just put those construction robots back in. And I think we had more this way. Yeah, 2 more at least. Some down here as well. This might just be faster. If I could reach. Anything else? Two over here. This one might be too close to bite us, and some up here. Okay. What is the range of my robots, I wonder? Good enough, but then we aggro them anyway. Great. Well, if we run far enough away, they should go back, I think. Good. And just pick those 2 up. Let's do it. Good. Let's call that a day. 17 more swamp gardens. Good. Is this? No, that's just a tree. Never mind. We should probably save a couple. For when we need to mass produce them, or at least keep producing. There's some Nexaflex seeds. That's not what I need. I need to actually farm those first and then get the dormant seeds. Okay. No mustard potato seeds yet. Oh well. So at some point we are gonna need a lot of mustard potato seed stuff. Or maybe not. That is actually pretty dang fast. Maybe I'm overbuilding all of this. let's have a look at our ratios here again. We need 74 of these. Apparently, for 100 gardens per second, we would need 10 seed extractors. We don't need 100 gardens per second, so yeah, this is quite overscaled. But maybe we should just leave it like it is. I'm not sure. These are probably going to change when they are done with these gardens. And then I guess we just need to get to farming. Need fertilizer for mashed potatoes. We don't for the zombie eucalyptus. Zombie eucalyptus. Whatever. So maybe we should start with that, and then we can produce compost from that. Seems smart. Or maybe from... Is it this stuff? No, this stuff. I think so. I think these produce... They produce some grass of some sort. Sans grass. This. Sans grass, sorry. And we don't need that for anything else as far as I remember. Let's just have a quick look here. That's an extra flex, not the sun grass. This one. This we can use for making leaves and nuts. So, and for compost, yeah. We are gonna need the leaves and nuts, right? Or is that just for the nutrient pulp? It is just for the nutrient pulp and maybe puffer stuff. So we are probably going to export these for puffer stuff. We're gonna farm it all, I think, so... Beans... At least we need to get all of the different types of fruits or produce or whatever you want to call it. No mashed potato seeds, really? Oh well. Can't be lucky every time. But yeah, get some farming going here for the compost. Maybe we need to dedicate this area over here for mashed potato and maybe some swamp garden farming. I'm not sure. Let's just start right here and let's remove this and this again and this. And just do zombie eucalyptus to start with. For that we need a farm with some heavy mud water and some mud and some seeds. And we utilize this space for anything smart if we actually use the underground pipe. Or is it just a waste? We could input like this and output like that. Not that we need to restrict the space usage up here. Also, we need it further up for beacons. Probably go the other way, so we don't have to put anything out past this. We put in 10 mod, 5 seeds, and get out 45 items in average. But it's pretty dang slow, so there's no real optimization headaches here. So this is how we do it. Now for this, let's see how many washing plants we need. So quite a lot. Of course, then we have some, no. Yeah, we have extra heavy mud water then. So this is just to get the mud. The heavy mud water can be made or further refined and at some point be made into thin mud water for the potatoes. We need a lot of that. Do we actually need to utilize utilize all of our heavy mud water for that stuff and the mud needed for this? Maybe we actually do need to do a combined effort to make mud and the different kinds of mud water. Or we could just wash the extra heavy mud water for this line and keep everything localized a little bit more. If we had a line with this of 20 farms, it's not like we need that much. And again, this is also with 67 farms, not just a row, a small row. But it would also be a lot of these. Basically 1-to-1 to produce the mud. When we actually get into this stuff, we might make more mud than we need, though. Let's just have a look. We need this. Let's say that we want to end up with, did I say 100 of this per second? Yeah. Because every step of this I am going to be making mud. But we are still low on mud for this one recipe. Really? No, that's extra. The red is extra. Then why are we producing this much? We don't need this much thin. What? Why can't it? Okay, that's better. Still produce a lot of thin mud water. Okay, too much thin mud water. But the extra of that we can just turn into saline water and more mud, right? Yes, indeed. It seems like we need such complex washing of the viscous mud water that we should only do it once in a centralized location. Does that make sense? I mean, even for this, with 100 mashed potatoes per second, it's not like we need a lot of viscous mud water. Almost 1100 of this is just wasted to make mud. But then they probably should lower this amount and just make more of the thin mud into more mud. Like this. Oh, they already are. Never mind. Wait, so how can we get out 1097 of this without making it into mud? When we can make it into mud and then still get 1097 out without extra mud? I'm confused. We still get out this. It's just because it's weird. It's still calculating this in. So we actually need it all to be able to make enough. So we do need a lot of viscous mud water, I guess, per second. It's just that I can't really expect pipes to carry this amount of liquid around, so that's why I'm a bit hesitant. Do we need any of these for anything else than eucalyptus and mashed potatoes? This is needed for mashed potato, right? Yes. Oh, sorry, for eucalyptus. And just that. Concentrated is used for saundergrass. Light is used for nexaflax. And thin is used for why can I not see the mashed potato recipe there? Oh, because I'm taking the input, not the output. My bad. Yeah, mashed potato. What do all the other plants, the non-swamp plants, use? I guess it makes sense that swamp plants need mud water of some sort. But then what about wheaton, for example? That's just water and soil, okay. But then the soil needs mud from the mud water again. Mud or sand. We get sand from one of these. No, we do not. Can make one of them into sand. It just seems like we are going to need to clarify a lot of saline water to produce enough mud for everything. Oh well, that's okay. We just need to decide if we do it at the end of each row where we need it or in a centralized way. And I am going with the centralized way because, yeah, we don't want to do such advanced stuff. I don't think. So for now, this is dedicated to water washing thingies. Right? Or should we just do it up here? I'm gonna need more farms than washing plants anyway, right? Oh, we haven't calculated anything there. Same amount, apparently. This probably also amounts to the same. 28, 56, 59, 69-ish. So yeah. So we need to do a lot of this stuff just to get enough mud. We also need to leave some heavy mud, all of the muds for some of the farming. It's just that we need most of the thin mud. And then we need to clarify a lot of the saline water. We don't really need that much of the end products in pipes though. This is a pretty small amount. So if we just chain these up, we don't need to worry about the pressure of pipes. Or maybe not even chain them up, but at least connect them in a way where we don't need to output everything from this into one pipe and then pipe it onto this one. Makes sense, right? Yeah, it does, indeed. So, let's do a bunch of that stuff over here. Now, how are we going to do that? We need to start with this. Needs viscous mud coming in. We can just put some water in, or some water down and then put it in. But we are gonna need a pipe here for every kind of mud. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This we're just gonna clarify, I think. This is for mud water. If we do something like this in this direction, then we can have the water down here. Then we can build upwards from that. So like this. And then we can output stuff to here as well, of each. So we would need a valve or something going out from these. Then we're gonna line them up, so we need to connect them. Well, we can still just have a valve at the end here. So this is heavy mud water, concentrated, light, and bin, if I have those names correctly. How did I miss this one? Whoops. Something like this. Sure. Well, actually, we would rather output it into a pipe here than into this. So overflow is not the right way to do this. We should do top up actually for all of, or most of them. But then the last one I need to think about a little bit. Because we do want to prioritize the pipes. Actually, do we want to prioritize the pipes in all these cases? Should we have a pump going to the pipe instead? I think so. Something like this. Now this can take 200 viscous mud water every 5 seconds with a crafting speed of 2.25. Let's just call that 2, so 200 every 2.5 seconds. Let's just call it 100 every second for easy math. This can output 300 per second. So we could fuel 3 of these with one seafloor pump. Does it make a difference if we make one below each row or column, or make just one for 3? Not really. Uh-oh, that was not the correct placement. I need some landfill. Just a small amount. Let's go to somewhere where we have a lot of stone. We have no stone, no stone. No stone. What's the copper thingy? Copper processing. Not here. Where did I do that again? Copper sorting. I thought I squeezed it in here somewhere. Oh, it is up here. Never mind me. So we have no stone here either. Probably just steal some from down at the multi-processing. Land. Oops. Land. We can do it from mud actually. Would we rather do that? Nah. Let's grab some brushed stone. You shall make stone. You shall make landfill. As will output directly. Well, we can let this run for a little bit. I guess we're gonna need more at some point, so let's let it stack up 2 stacks. For now, this is fine for our needs, though. Sea floor pump. Something like that. We need to bring in water, of course. How much water do each of these need? 50 every 5 seconds. With a crafting speed of 2.25. How about we just call the crafting speed 2.5? Then we can divide the inputs here with 2. So 25 per second. Wait, what? No. 5-second craft time with a crafting speed of 2.5. Yeah, that's 2-second crafting. So we need 50 every 2 seconds, so we need 25 per second. So one of these can only supply 2 machines with water. That's 50 water. So we have to do that. Now this will output mud as well. Do we just want to add the mud into a chest at each of these, or should we collect it in here somewhere? It would be nice if we could actually do this, I guess. And put it straight onto there. That would mean 2 spaces in between. Yes, that... No, wait, it wouldn't, because we don't need this. Could move this closer, but then we have no space for an inserter. Or power, for that matter. But yeah, that's not the best idea. Let's move them one apart, I think. Well, we also need the extra space for the extra water, I mean, so... yeah. If we do this, we can't fit both an inserter and a power pole in, so we probably need to skip the underground pipes. Just because of that. That's okay. Now we're gonna output to there nicely. Well, it doesn't really matter, it's not that much mud. Something like that will do. Of course, we could also try to power this with substations, but then again we need 2 spaces somewhere between. So I think this is just better. At least for now. So you now produce mud. And heavy mud water. So we fill up that pipe. How did we produce 400 concentrated mud water without any mud? It's a 50%. Oh, it's only 2 crafts, okay. But a 50% chance of 1 to 3. So that's 0.75 on average. Cool. Wait, we could have power in here. Are we gonna put in the, well, 2 fewer water bores? Let's do it. I think this should easily be able to handle it anyway. So, on the ground. So we'll do that. And we can scale that easily that way, and we can take most of this, just excluding the pumps, and put up here. But I made a mistake somewhere. This makes heavy mud, this makes concentrated mud. So yeah, let's just remove those again and put it in the correct spot. Good. We have plenty of space all around here. Nice. So how do we want to do it? This, because we can do it in all locations? No, we cannot. Okay, let's design by these over here first, because those are the ones that we will have the most of. And then I guess we will just have to fit everything however we can here. Thing like this. And we take care of the saline water. That should just be clarified somewhere. How much are we going to be making? Not that much. Do we want to put it in a chest with a loader or just with an inserter? I think both should be able to keep up, but let's try this. Okay, so we are producing mud, at least until everything is filled up. Then we stop producing mud. We need to put in some water. This one as well. Again, we could just share this between 3 machines. But where's the fun in that? Good. I think I'm happy with this. And this can now pull the heavy water. And request the mud and the seeds. So that's the first part. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.